Shalom, welcome to the Jewish Task Force, JTF. My name is Chaim Ben Pesach. This program is dedicated to elevating the souls of Meir ben Yechezkel and Binyamin ben Meir. Hillary Clinton, the so-called Secretary of State, is faking illness because she doesn't want to testify before Congress on her role in the murder of 4 American diplomats in Libya. You see, the 4 American diplomats in Libya had requested more security repeatedly because their consulate had been under constant attack. And Hillary Clinton as Secretary of State and Barack Hussein Obama as President, along with his entire administration, denied repeated urgent requests for more security at the American consulate in Benghazi, Libya. In fact, there had already been 2 terrorist attacks against the American consulate, including one terrorist attack where they blew a huge hole in the wall of the consulate. Both of those terrorist attacks were ignored by Hillary Clinton and ignored by the State Department and the Obama administration. They refused the requests for extra security. The British had a consulate in Benghazi. They pulled all of their diplomats out. They closed their consulate, pulled all of their diplomats out because they saw that Benghazi is a stronghold for the Al-Qaeda Muslim terrorists. The Red Cross had headquarters in Benghazi, Libya. They closed their headquarters down and pulled everybody out. But the American consulate remained there, unprotected. And the reason it remained unprotected is because Hillary Clinton and Barack Hussein Obama wanted the world to believe that American diplomats don't need a lot of protection in Muslim countries. Our problem with the Muslim world was over. Clinton and Obama solved our problem with the Muslim world. Everything is hunky-dory now with the Muslims. They don't want to destroy America anymore. They're not filled with fanatic anti-American hatred anymore. This is the narrative that they were trying to sell to the American people and to the world. And so if people saw a lot of security there, they would say, why do you have to have so much security there? We thought that the tension and all the problems with the Muslim world were over. That's why they refused, for political reasons, to score political points. They refused to provide extra security. They deliberately, knowingly endangered the lives of American diplomats in Libya. And then, during the attack itself, they refused to do anything. They refused to lift a finger while the 4 Americans were being murdered, and they were slowly tortured and murdered over a period of hours. And there were Americans in the area. They could have sent American security people in there to try to rescue them, but didn't lift a finger, let them be murdered. After the murder took place, Hillary Clinton and Barack Hussein Obama then began a massive cover-up, deliberately lying to the American people, not telling the American people that this was an Al-Qaeda terrorist attack on the American consulate, which it was. Instead saying this was just a demonstration that got out of hand over an anti-Islamic video on YouTube. The fact is, they knew full well, Obama and Clinton knew that this was not about an anti-Islamic video on YouTube. They knew this was not a demonstration, but a coordinated, premeditated terrorist attack on the consulate. They knew that. People don't bring missiles and sophisticated weapons to a demonstration. This was not just some demonstration of Libyan citizens. This was a coordinated, premeditated, massive terrorist attack, and they knew it. And they knew that the consulate had been attacked previously by terrorists. They knew that this city was a stronghold for terrorists. They ignored all of that for weeks. For weeks after these 4 Americans were murdered, Obama and Clinton continued to lie to the American people, continued to cover up. The fact is, the blood of these 4 Americans is on the hands of Hillary Clinton and Barack Hussein Obama. That's why Hillary Clinton suddenly says when she's being called upon to testify before Congress that she has a stomach virus, that she fainted, that she had a concussion. If you had a concussion, Hillary Clinton, where's the medical records? When you have a concussion, that usually, almost always, you got to have medical records to prove that. Where are the medical records? Let's see the proof that you had a concussion. Let's see the evidence of that. Hillary Clinton is a liar. She was always a pathological liar. She was a liar as the First Lady of Arkansas when she was under investigation on all types of corruption charges. She was a liar when she was in front of grand juries on corruption charges as First Lady of the United States. the special prosecutor wanted to indict her for perjury because of all the deliberate lying that she did in front of the grand jury. But she got away with that through all types of loopholes and trickery. The fact is, Hillary Clinton has been a pathological liar, a perjurer, and a corrupt political opportunist of the worst type all her life. If you want the truth to be told, because the lying left-wing news media will never tell us the truth, even though the State Department and the White House, they ordered a commission, they ordered an inquiry into this, because they were under pressure from Republicans and conservatives and others who were saying, why aren't you investigating this? So they ordered an inquiry into this. Their own investigation had scathing words of criticism and attack against Hillary Clinton and against the Obama administration. Their own investigation found that they were guilty of terrible, terrible actions. But the left-wing lying news media hardly even told you about that, hardly even reports it. It's not even a big story for the left-wing lying news media. If this had been a Republican, you would never hear the end of it. This would be broadcast day in and day out, non-stop. You'd never hear the end of it. But because the left-wing, biased, lying news media always wants to cover up for Hillary Clinton, for Barack Hussein Obama, and for left-wing Democrats, we don't get the truth. And so the blood of 4 Americans is on the hands of Clinton and Obama, and the left-wing news media lie and cover up for them. If you want the truth to be exposed, then join our forum. Join the forum of JTF. You don't have to be Jewish to join our forum. About half of our members are not Jewish. Join us so that we can still try to speak up and save America from this madness. The link to join is below. Hope to see you on our forum. Shalom.